like me, you're probably needing a break from these kinds of books for a couple of months. And if you don't have anything lined up for yourself this summer to read, I've got some great suggestions for you. I've put together an ultimate summer reading list for weary moms, and I'm going to be giving away 5 of the 10 books on this list to one of my lucky readers. And today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about those books. If you want to read the whole post, you can just go over to my website, mycuprunsover.ca. And if you just want to enter the contest, you can click on the link in the description above and it'll take you directly to that. But right now I just want to talk to you about some of the books from the reading list. The first one is Teaching from Rest, A Homeschooler's Guide to Unshakable Peace by Sarah Mackenzie. And if this past year for you was anything like it was for me, you're probably just coming off of a season of chaos, of trying to keep up with the schedule, feeling like you have to fit in all of the curriculum and you never have enough time to do it. And this can create feelings of insufficiency and inadequacy in us as homeschooling moms, which is pretty much the last thing that we need. And this book just gives us permission to let all of that go and to help us get back to the original intention of why we're homeschooling in the first place, to put curriculum in its proper place and to manage our homes from a place of rest instead of a place of chaos. The second book on the list is The TechWise Family, Everyday Steps for Putting Technology in Its Proper Place by Andy Crouch. And all of us have technology in our house these days, and it can either be a negative impact or a positive one, and that depends on your approach to it, how you embrace it, or what kind of boundaries you set around it. This book is going to help us put a proper framework in place in our families, our homes, so that we can experience the benefits of using technology without some of the negative consequences that can come with it. Book number 3, super popular, Present Over Perfect, Leaving Behind Frantic for a Simpler, More Soulful Way of Living by Shauna Nyquist. I've been hearing from a lot of readers that this book has been on their list for a while. They haven't gotten around to reading it, and I can totally relate to that. And I think that just says something about our need for this book, that we can just be present, pick up the book off the top of our reading list, and actually start reading it without worrying about all this other stuff that's on our plates that we're supposed to do. This book ended up on my list just because I really connected with the foreword where Shauna talks about how she's just so tired of being busy, so tired of being tired. And that's totally my heart's cry as well. I am so tired of being tired. This book will just help us to lay down these pressures that we feel, whether they're internal or external, to achieve, accomplish, to be perfect, to have a Pinterest-worthy life, and instead to put on a spiritual rhythm that helps us get back connected with who God has created us to be. So really looking forward to reading that one. The fourth book that I'm giving away is Whispers of Rest by Bonnie Gray, 40 Days of God's Love to Revitalize Your Soul. This is actually a devotional, a 40-day devotional. It's quite substantial. It's almost 400 pages, so it's about 10 pages per day. It's not your 2-minute in the morning kind of devotional and then just put it away and forget it. It's a lot more interactive than that. And I think that's perfect for this topic, Whispers of Rest. It's calling us into deeper rest with God, and that takes time. It's not something that we can just put on our to-do list and check off in 5 minutes in the morning. Each day it includes stories, scripture passages, journaling prompts, self-reflection, activities to try, all kinds of things. Everything you could possibly want in a devotional, probably much more. So this is a great way to spend your summer, just soaking in God's rest, and thinking about what does that really mean, and how can we absorb that message that when we head back into the school year in September, we can carry some of that peacefulness with us and not just jump back into the chaotic waters from which we've just come. And finally, of course, I have to put a novel on the list. Summer is not summer if you don't have a good novel to read, preferably many more than one. But I only had room on this list for one novel this summer because I had so many other books that I just needed to read right now. this one is As Bright as Heaven. It's the latest novel by Susan Meissner. It just came out in February. Susan is the author of Secrets of a Charmed Life, which is another really great novel, so if you need something else to read, grab that one as well. This one takes place in Philadelphia just after the Second World War. It follows a family that's trying to set up a new life there and deal with the challenges of building a life at the end of a war while also facing the threat of the Spanish flu, which had an outbreak in Philadelphia, all over the world really, but in Philadelphia in particular, at that time, killing thousands of people that lived there. So if you like historical fiction, you like World War II dramas, stories about families having to overcome incredible challenges, this book is definitely for you. So again, I'm giving away all 5 of these books to one of my readers. You can check out the whole list over at my blog, mycuprunsover.ca, or just go ahead and enter the contest. You get lots of extra entries for sharing it, so you can send out your referral link by email, social media, follow us on Facebook, you can pin, tweet it out, and get lots of extra entries and increase your chances of winning. And I'm really looking forward to talking more about books with you this summer.